Alright everyone, here we are with ticker symbol ZOM, Zomedica Corp. And before we jump into this chart, I want to say welcome to all the first time viewers and investors. Welcome to the channel, Invest for Tomorrow. To all the subscribers, welcome back. And as we jump into this chart, I do want every single investor to be aware that I have a ticker symbol that we talked about 2 weeks ago that we're going to reiterate on its chart. We're going to look over on how it's reacted and also the potential moving forward. There's been a lot of new subscribers, and a lot of subscribers and viewers have probably overlooked or missed this one because they didn't get a chance to stay towards the end. So this one has potential going into the year and the coming years, and it's been growing exponentially and in a very healthy, organic manner with consolidation, newer highs, consolidation, newer highs. So stay tuned till the end for more information on that, and I look forward to seeing your guys' thoughts on that ticker symbol. And also, if you guys have added it to your watch list and have you watched how it's been moving. So here we are with ZOM. ZOM has been moving in a tremendous bullish manner. A lot of investors are excited. A lot of the investors that are saying, hey, it pays off to have been patient. I was kind of getting scared. I've been waiting. This started to run up. You know, we're hitting newer highs. And it's finally getting out of this consolidation. And now, obviously, what I was tracking is going to be very difficult to see if this continues to happen, right? Towards the end of the week, right? It would be at a new low and then it would hit a new high the beginning of the next week. It did that for about 3 weeks. And here we are now with a new high not seen before, right? Broke through the highest point, 148. That was so important for the bulls. And it's fighting to stay above it right now within post-market hours. So we got some interesting stuff to dive into here, and we're going to look at our resistance and support. And I know that it's pretty interesting that starting February is so fresh, and there's still a long time to go into March, that we're already seeing the anticipation for the TRUFORMA medical device. I think that's one of the biggest things we wanted to look for. We wanted to see that green light for the anticipation. So my thought process here is this could have a healthy pullback at some point, or let's say it continues or consolidates around this area, and then it's going to go up to newer highs, and we're going to see that over time towards the TRUFORMA launch, right? And after it, it's going to be a big sign to know if this is something to even stay in with a position long term, or shave down your position completely, or if that was all Zoom was going to provide. But I believe in the long term, if this TRUFORMA medical device is such a big deal as a lot of people in articles are making it, there could be some long-term potential here over the course of time. But that's something that you as the investor need to go ahead and rationalize based off your due diligence and research. But as of right now, a lot of people, what they're waiting for is the catalyst, and we're already seeing the anticipation or the beginning of the catalyst so early, right? Which is what has me so surprised before it's even March. So this is going to be an interesting ride moving forward. So here we are with ZOM, Zomedica Corp. Our 50-day moving average is down here at 118. Super important point to keep in mind. As long as we're above it, we're in bullish territory. The moment we're below it, we're in bearish territory. Our support level here was touched twice within an hour, and that's 137. If that gets broken through, there's still such a broad stretch here from support to the 50-day moving average that I would optionally use this point. This is just optional, but 127, 10 cents away, and then we're almost 10 cents away from the 50-day moving average. So it's kind of a midway point to see how this stock is doing within bullish territory, and if the bulls are trying to reappear and bring it back up, or are the bears tearing this one down fairly fast, getting closer to the 50-day moving average, and also letting the bears take this down to bearish territory, which as of right now, what I can see is probably either breaking through new levels, a consolidation, or a slight healthy pullback. But we need to watch it carefully because the 50-day moving average will catch up to the price fairly quickly. So 137 is the first support to look at, and then see how it's reacting between this support and the next support that's completely optional at 127. And if they both get broken through, you want to see the behavior between 127 and the 50-day moving average to see if the bulls are trying to reappear or are the bears tearing this one down fairly fast. So we're at 147 right now, right, after hours, but the resistance level is 154. This is the highest we've seen this stock reach. This is fighting to break through the highest point and stay above it. So it's right there on the edge, and it's showing 147, give or take 148, but 147 is the current post-market price. We need to see if this can continue to pull upwards or consolidate here and see how this continues to play out tomorrow going into the end of the week. But 154 most definitely needs to be broken through. It's the newest high that Zomedica has reached in the last coming year and months. So this is definitely a pivotal moment for the bulls to continue to pull upwards if they break through 154 and turn that into a support to reach newer highs, new resistance levels, and pull further away from the 50-day moving average. So I want to emphasize, the bulls need to break through that point, whether it's tomorrow or in the next week or the next coming weeks. This is a very important resistance level moving forward. As always, if you found this video helpful and informative, please do so and subscribe. Don't forget to click on the bell to turn on all notifications and not miss a single video that I post. Share this with your friends and community. And don't forget to hit the like button to let me know you watched this video. Stay tuned till the end because I have a new ticker symbol you won't want to miss. And you definitely want to see all the information and the chart overall and the potential moving forward. So for everyone that has stayed to this point in the video, the ticker symbol I'm about to share with you guys is one that we touched base on previously a couple weeks ago. We're going to look at its chart and how it's been reacting and also reiterate some information because there's been a lot of new subscribers that have probably missed this and also viewers and subscribers that may have overlooked it, just trying to get all the information on obviously the charts that they were looking for and they didn't have time to stay towards the end. I highly suggest if you're coming across this part of the video today and it's your first time or you do it sometimes but not frequently enough because I do it every single day, I suggest staying till the end because there's a lot of information you won't want to miss. Now, yesterday's was a little bit longer than usual. I was trying to talk about different advice and different things on how I use charts and different parts of a stock to make a decision on why it might be something you want to add to your watch list. But the ticker symbol we're about to talk about is CLNE, Clean Energy Fuels Corporation. Now, this stock has so much room moving forward. We've talked about it. I mean, it's been growing. We've talked about the healthy consolidation. That's what each of these circles are. Obviously, the volatility of the market will always exist, but it's had its periods of consolidating and going to newer highs. And now we saw it kind of dip, right? After hitting a new high, we talked about it right here. I had circled here and I said, okay, we want to watch this if it's going to pull down, you know, any lower, closer to $8, maybe $7, and then pull right back up. Well, that wasn't the case. It ran up right after, hit new highs, pulled back down, right, to around $10, and now we just ran back up again. So this is actually having trouble staying above $12 and staying around the $11 range, and then it falls back to 10 because we could see how it's been there since the beginning of January almost, right? And towards the end, starting February, it was back around the $10 mark. So it's been hanging around 10 and some change to 11 and some change. Now, it's back up, it hit new highs, and we want to see this consolidate up here so that this can start to have some effect of staying and holding itself up above $12, and then it can break out to newer highs and new resistance levels for the next catalyst or good news. But when we look at this chart overall, right, all it's been doing is going up, and I've talked about the potential this has moving forward throughout the year. Now, this is in the Clean Energy Fuels Corporation sector, right? I mean, the name literally says it all. A lot of people focus on fuel cell. A lot of people focus on Blink, right? A lot of people focus on Plug Power and SEB, right? All these different ones that are, making these runs, but sometimes we're overlooking others that are running as well, where there's so much more room, right, beyond this upward trend for a stock that's such a small market cap, right? Only 2 billion, and it's already at $12 and some change. And as this company continues to grow, the stock will continue to grow, as well as their profit margins, right? They finally became profitable in 2019, and for 2020, they've had some struggling, okay? I'm not going to lie, but there is potential going into 2021 to receive some funding and so forth. And also, as this becomes more of a norm and their innovation starts to be used as a regular type of system and way of using energy overall. So CLNE, you definitely want to have on your watch list. There's so much potential moving forward. Obviously, the volatility of the market will always exist, but when you look at this chart, it just keeps on pushing up to newer levels, and I can only imagine this continuing into the year and probably even the next coming years. So do your due diligence, do your research. I just wanted to touch base on this again. I look forward to seeing anyone's comments that has already watched the previous videos, and did you take a position? Did you do some research, and what did you find? And what's your understanding from what you found? So I look forward to hearing that from you guys. And for any first-time viewers and investors, how do you feel about this chart and this company overall? Thank you guys always for watching. I'm not here to tell you guys to buy, sell, or hold any position on any stocks that we talk about here. I'm just here to enlighten you guys on information and opportunities that the market is showing. And you guys have to do your own due diligence and research to make your own rational decisions as investors. So thank you once again, and let's make some money.